Okay, everybody's wondering about October 4th, and I have given a video on it, but I want to tell you guys that I now feel extremely confident in my knowings that the only reason they would have you turn off your phones on October 4th is so you don't get the information about what has gone on and what will be going on in the future. And who wouldn't want you to know that? Who wouldn't want you to know that? You need to ask yourself these questions. So another very important date is October 1st. So October 1st is the day that all banks and all institutions will be operating off, or they have to be compliant, and they are operating on the QFS. All of our accounts, every single person has had their accounts mirrored, and the QFS probably knows more about you than you know about yourself. All of that is going live. All banks have to be Basel III compliant and compliant with the QFS, which is the NASARA, or JSARA, I should say, implementations and all of that. So your banks are turning into financial centers. You will not be going in there like you had been. Everything is changing. So it makes sense to me that October 4th will be an announcement of these major changes. You can see all of the good things happening that are leading us up to this. 5G has been dismantled. Well, to be honest, and to be truthful, it actually was never even going. It was all a ruse. It never got turned on, but that's another video. So 5G is done. Information on how to heal and medication to heal from this is being released. Med beds are being released everywhere. So much is happening. Though you guys want everything to be free, it's still happening. Things are still rolling out, and all in a positive sign. Yes, we're gonna have to go through some things. We've been going through some things. I have been getting ready for this moment for 3 years. And you can imagine 3 years ago telling people this and moving my whole entire life across the country, uprooting everybody and having my entire family, in-laws and all that. They don't speak to us. And now here we are. So letting you guys know, October 4th, I'm keeping my phone on. You do what you feel is best. But I want to tell you what's best is living in reality, knowing what's going on, knowing that you have the power within you, personal power to overcome anything that comes about. Get yourself ready with water and food and all that. My God, we're all ready by this time. I've literally been doing that since we're worried about Y2K. Remember that? Shows how old I am. So you guys, this isn't going to be another Y2K. This is going to happen this time. And October 1st, all banks must be compliant. All banks will be operating off of this. All of your accounts are in the QFS. All monetary transactions will now be kind of vetted through the QFS, through the frequency of the transaction. And if there seems to be anything nefarious going on, the transaction will not be completed. So this is good because nothing negative can happen in the QFS. Nothing negative. So it's all checks and balances. You guys are seeing the AI everywhere that I told you was coming like gangbusters. And the AI, it's a benevolent AI, but the AI that's being used has had things put on it to keep it controlled. because if you're not noticing, just even in the last month, the AI has taken over, and I personally love it because it is enabling me to create an entire network and personalize my app and my company and all of that without hours and hours and years of tech skills that I have been learning, knowing this was coming. But if I would have waited and been like, AI's coming, I probably wouldn't have been aware and in the frequency of it to utilize it. So knowledge is power, okay? And that's what I'm giving you guys here. And at the end of this video, I will tell you that I am creating a whole network where we're going to be able to go live. And we are going to have a whole membership section, and it's going to have lots of light codes and energy frequency work, auric scans, all kinds of stuff happening. So this is all how we can see what's going on and be able to pivot and move where we need to beat this. So I'm out of the matrix for the most part. I would love for you to be out of the matrix. The first way to be out of the matrix is to have no fear. Know that we're in a war, but the battle has been won by the good side. We're still seeing fallout. You're still seeing the dark side. They're getting desperate, so they're doing everything, pulling out all their ammunition and doing all these things. And the only people that think that it's true are the people that are watching every little thing. But right now, it's super important to keep your frequency up, because we still have the main event, which is the event, which is the shift, whatever you want to call it, where the galactics are going to be pouring down a magnetic field on the earth, okay, for the shift. And depending on how strong your heart is, your heart resonance is, your magnetism, that is what determines your level of strength, basically, to be pulled up, if you want to think about it like that. So we all know where we're going to go, where all of our souls chose this beforehand, okay? But I know that this kind of information is a little bit freaky and a little bit like, what are you talking about, Monica? But just know, anybody who is asking, is my heart okay? You're fine, okay? But you need to be getting yourself in a loving, compassionate mindset and interacting with your fellow humans in that way. And that will grow your magnetism. Also, relaxing your brain throughout the day, also known as meditation, is very important, because you cannot become more magnetic in your etheric body, which is around you. You cannot become more magnetic if you're all tense, and stressed. You got to relax the nervous system, relax the brain, breathe, and just stick together with your community. If you don't have a community, I would love for you to join my community. And so make sure you like and follow. And I have community lives. We're meeting tomorrow evening, and I am going to be switching my community over to a new network here in a little bit. But for now, we're using that, and that's how we're all able to stay in touch, and we need to during this time. So let me know any comments or questions you have. So October 4th, I say keep your phones on, get the knowledge, and go forth. October 1st, all banks must be compliant. It's go time, people. Let's get ready. It's going to be time to celebrate soon.